Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Master amongst hammer sages, the king of the ring himself. But your boy Thicky Smalls, Gerard Michaels, in the house. Well done. Handled well.
That was beautiful.
Saturday, 2 o'clock, Gas Digital. That means it's time for Slick and Thick. It's your boy, Gerard Michaels, the Vanilla Gorilla Honky Kong, coming to you on this glorious Saturday. And our Saturdays are the best Saturdays because not only are we talking current events, not only are we having a good time, but it's Mixed Picks Day. And we've been making you so much money. And you know who makes Mixed Picks? The guy to my right, at 6'3", 200 pounds, and every one of them is a problem. The master of punks, the tamer of sages, the king of the ring himself, the future champ, Slick Mickey Gall. How are you today, Mick?
I'm good, man. You didn't say I was the CEO of the RNC.
I missed the CEO of the RNC.
And I don't know what else. But, hey, man, happy birthday, G!
Hey, happy
Thanks,
birthday.
man. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.
Happy birthday,
Cheers,
pal.
cheers.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
What are we, 34 again?
Yeah, what am I, 30, 33? 33 sounds good. 33 was a good year. I'd say that's the year that's the year they killed Jesus. I think
Well, that wasn't so cool.
Alexander
The Great.
the Great, I believe, also died at 33. And
That's like the old school 27 club.
everybody, yeah, kind of, right? And everybody's like, you know, sending me things about like, hey man, you're doing great, everything's great, you know, you're young and this and that. My dad sent me something that was like, stay humble, and it was all of the ages of the founding fathers when during the revolution.
How old were those fuckers?
Wild. Have you ever seen that?
No, bro. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, dude, Ben, pull it up when you can, man. The ages of the founding fathers. I
You
believe
just cost me a water bottle.
I believe James Monroe was 18. I think.
What?
Yeah, dude, they're way younger than anybody thinks they are. I think the oldest guy was Patrick Henry at 39, and it turns out he was kind of a crazy guy who wanted this to be like a religious
I don't even
theocracy.
know.
What was it called? What was it called?
It's the ages of the founding fathers, you know, at the time. But anyway, there's a list of them, and it's remarkable how young these guys all were. There's a bunch of like 18, 19, 20, 25-year-old mad lads, just like getting drunk at the
Yeah, there were
bar,
some
getting pissed off at the
badasses.
government, and being like, you know what we should do? We should throw some tea in the harbor.
There were some badasses.
There were some badasses. They really were. The founding fathers, we come from a great line of badasses in this country.
We forget it. Now there's a whole bunch of pussies.
There's
I've been real disappointed actually a little lately.
Is that right?
Bro, listen, the other day, I was walking through Barwis, right? And you know me.
I love
see-
Barwis. Place is incredible.
Yeah, the best place in the world. Whenever I see anyone there, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? What's up? I say hello to everybody, right? So I'm walking to the bathroom. I walk by 3 kids. They got these like elite squad
Teenagers, yeah.
young baseball players up in there. And when I get up to, each kid, right? First kid is just walking down the hallway like this. Like I literally like almost walk like into him. I'm like,
Where in the hallway? There's not a lot of space in there. It's like
well,
a
first
gym.
it was from it was between machines to the gym, or in the gym between machines. Then it's a little hallway on my way to the bathroom. Another kid comes just like this, walking,
man.
and then I open the bathroom door. Motherfuckers walking out of the bathroom door like this, bro. Everybody's face is down in their phone. Like it's fucking crazy. Like they're addicted to this shit.
I'd love to call you
So
a grumpy old man on this, but you're right, unfortunately.
Bro, it made me start thinking. I was like, there's gonna be a time when everybody's just walking like this. Like imagine these kids in the future. They're just gonna be walking like this. Maybe, you know, like how FaceTime, they got a little screen of yourself. That's gonna be the screen of the world projected in front of them. They're just gonna be in their phone, and there's gonna be like a little projection up. Bro, and you know me, dude. I'm a nice guy.
The mayor of Barwis.
Yeah, exactly. I walk around, smile, say hi to everybody. I wanted to smack the phone out. I wanted to go, look up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would never do it because I don't want to traumatize a kid. But like,
Yeah.
I wanted to smack the phone out of his hand and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
3 in a row.
Yeah, I'd say also on top of it, man, is like you might be actually being hyper positive in that worldview. It might be like Wall-E, where they don't even walk with the phone in their hand. It's just like Oculus.
Bro, they're
It's
gonna
the
be like all
metaverse.
bent over, curmudgeon-y, like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, it's fucking scary.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, that's the weird thing too, right? Is like the generation that doesn't live online has no idea that we're like falling apart as a society, and this is the fall of the Roman Empire. And the society that does live online does. Like, you go outside and the world's fine, everything's fine. Things are way too expensive, and certain things are breaking down. But like, it's not like this impending doom. And the kids too, man. Like, fuck. They're on their phone all day, but God forbid they ever have to like talk to another human being. They're like, It's like, bro,
Yeah, they're
just
like little
excuse me.
retards.
Excuse me. Yeah, get out the way. How old were the founding fathers, Ben? It's even worse. Hold on, wait, real quick, Ben. It's been a long time since you've been in a normal, regular person gym, Mick. You should see people sitting like on the bench, just in between sets, like on their phone, like just camped out on machines, not being a part of the community
I had a
at all.
conversation with one of the coaches today. I was like,
Really?
bro, like I was like, you should probably do like like when you're in here, get a little separation from your phone. I love going into the gym, putting my phone in the locker.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, now it's you know what I mean? It's
an addiction, bro. There's an overconsumption
and I get
addiction.
it. I get it. I get the same thing when I go back to my phone. I tell you, and I see what, the millions of adoring messages I get. No, but seriously, I get it. I get this. I get the same serotonin little thing that, but like, I like being away from it too. Like, I don't know, man. They're walking around, just heads down. Like, they were gonna bump into me if I didn't kind of stop.
Oh God.
Like they were like.
How dare they?
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
Kid, I get hit, I Kimura. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. That's for your own good, kid.
Yeah, first kid, bro, I fucking grab, I fucking sweep.
That's it.
Next kid, fucking feint overhand right. Dude, next fucking kid, he comes to me, snap down, guillotine, go to sleep, bitch.
Let me tell you something, Ben. I was doing a little moving around with old Mick here, man. You know, testing my old Diamond Gloves boxing skills out. You know, seeing if I could touch the old kid. He did this duck under overhand. That made contact with me before I even saw it. It was like, what the fuck was that? You're taller than me. I should be able to see.
I should be able to foreshadow
what's coming.
Listen, dude.
I may not be fast enough to get out of the way, but I should be able to see it coming.
At least, yeah.
Nah, man, nah. So you're not supposed to see it. That's the whole thing. The ones that you don't see, that's the ones that get you. But listen,
It's an illusion.
I'm telling you, this little back surgery I had, bro. I told you before. It's a fucking blessing in disguise. What I'm fucking doing right now, I'm the best I've ever been.
Good.
By far.
Good.
By fucking far. Like this, you know what I mean? When I first like started having this, like you worry and like you're like, fuck, like I don't know if I'm ever gonna be totally right again. I'm better than I've ever fucking been. I got you. I'm not gonna say any specifics, so I'm gonna let people see what the fuck happens. But hey, all I can say is I'm fucking excited. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and it's gonna be fucking fun.
I may not know your sport, but I know athletes, and you are bigger, stronger, faster, for sure.
Strongest I've ever
met you.
been in my life by like
Moving,
a lot.
just the way you're moving from when I first met you, it's like a different human being. Your
I don't got a
movements.
broken back anymore. It's pretty sick, right?
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, got a
Must be pretty
fucking-
cool to have a non-broken back.
Dude, fucking lit.
Oh, somebody tore his back out, boys. Somebody just fucking caught him
Hey,
and just
man.
tore that back out.
Tore my own back out.
What were the founding
Only
fathers?
I break my own back.
Speaking of tough men who tear people's backs out, what were the ages of the founding fathers here?
This is honestly mind-blowing. Like, Andrew Jackson was 9 years old.
What?
Thomas Young was
Did he
12.
I don't-
I don't think he was fighting. But,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know what? If anybody was fighting at
Abraham
9,
Lincoln was -3.
yeah.
I mean, these are all young.
Andrew Jackson was what? Like what number president
What was Jefferson? What was the real founding father of America? Is Ben Franklin. That's
Ben
honest to
Franklin.
God, the founding father.
Yeah.
He saved everything, made everything.
George Washington.
Jefferson was 33.
Yep.
Let's see.
Jesus age.
Jesus age.
Jesus
Good
age.
age. 33 is a good age.
Yeah.
What was Monroe? Like 18?
I may live to it.
Monroe?
Getting there
Let
at
me
33.
see.
That might be the year you get the straps, son.
Could be.
Monroe was 18. James
18, bro.
Monroe.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
18.
Future president of the United
That's some
States.
player
Give
shit.
me another one. Give me another one.
But how involved are all
Madison.
these guys? How-
Monroe was involved big time.
Yeah,
But,
big time.
but Jackson
Jackson wasn't. No.
wasn't. He was 9.
No, Samuel Adams, John Adams,
I mean, the oldest.
Patrick Henry was the oldest. He was like 39. What was John Hancock?
Well, Benjamin Franklin was 70. We knew that. He was an older one.
He is the true founding
70?
Benjamin Franklin.
He was that old?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He was old enough that he was alive.
Motherfuckers didn't live that long.
He was
then.
old enough that he was alive at the end of the Salem witch trials. And that's when Patrick Henry and those guys were like, we should be a Christian theocracy. And he was like, nah.
You know what that Salem thing was all about?
Probably, if I remember correctly, they wanted to steal the wealthy people's land.
That does sound like a G interpretation.
I thought, isn't it weird that everybody they hung were the wealthiest people in town, and then they took all their shit?
It was like some sort of botulism or mold,
like in the kids and stuff.
Mold on bread. They were defrosting all the pumpernickel for that year, and then it got some sort of mold, and it made people act fucking nutty. Like basically made them go on mushroom trips.
That's interesting.
And then maybe they were like, you know what? They are acting a little kooky.
There could be
string that bitch up. And then they would set things up where they'd be like, all right, look, we're gonna drown you to prove you're a witch.
Yeah.
If you live, haha, we got you. You're a fucking witch.
Yep.
If you die, sorry.
Well, good news, you get to go live in the eternal kingdom. So there's that.
Yeah.
But you're probably right, and there was a lot of that. But it's also interesting in retrospect that when they were killing witches all across Europe. I
thought you said Salem.
It was Salem too, but in Catholic countries, all the witches were Protestants, and in Protestant countries, all the witches were Catholics, and in America, the witches tended to be the people who owned all the shit. It's like wild how that worked out over and over again in all these different places. But the other thing, like the botulism thing, do you know where the concept of the Mad Hatter comes from?
Ooh, I did, but I don't.
So mercury and lead. You know how they used to have those like tall hats and shit like that?
Yeah.
To make them stand up stiff, they'd paint them with like
right into
mercury.
their brain?
Yeah, and they're just working with mercury, and they'd be lead lined.
Yeah.
Like they'd be lead lined, and they'd be like.
But I do have a good upright hat. I might be poisoning my brain, but my hat looks phenomenal.
Who's gonna call me a short king now?
It's literally
I've
says
got a 20-gallon.
Mad Hatter disease, better known as mercury poisoning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
Slick and
Hey,
thick.
Ben.
We know things.
What's up with you, dude?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What'd you do last night? Killer?
I had a fun night last night. That was a good night.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Ben, we can't beat around the bush.
All right.
We don't have a lot
Come
of
on,
time
we
today,
got
son.
time.
We got to get to
All
it.
right, guys, I got it in. I did the deed.
Big end,
I
Ben.
took good care of her.
Big end, Ben.
She told me that was the best
With
love
who
that she's
again?
ever made.
Whoa!
Literally.
In all 80 years of her
In
life.
all 80 years, baby.
For people that haven't been listening to this now 3-episode long saga, Ben, if you could just give us the 1-minute update of what is happening in your life.
All right, so I got a good little sugar mama kind of thing, but
That's not the way to say it.
come on.
You know what?
You're dating a new woman.
He calls me and he's like so sweet and complimentary ever on the phone, and he gets on here and he's like, I guess I got me a little sugar mama bitch,
he's like
whatever,
that.
whatever.
He's one of
All right,
those.
you know what? I'll say it out. All right, so I'm very, very. Actually, this woman is a sweetheart. She's very sweet, and I've taken her on a couple dates now, and I've had to kind of take it to a next level. She wants to take care of me, but I also have to take care of her. But it's a
Does that mean
mutual
like a
thing.
mouth
love
thing?
it.
You have to take
Yeah.
care of her with your mouth?
Yes, I do have to. Yeah.
You slurped it last night.
I did, guys. I was, and I want you all to know.
Be forthcoming.
I think it gets a little bit better with age. I'm not gonna
Yeah?
lie with you. I was so impressed. She was
With her
clean.
vagina?
Yes, guys. I'm not even joking with you.
The
It was-
80-year-old
It was
vagina.
the tightest pussy that I've ever fucked so far.
Did you break this woman's hip?
No,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I had to do a little, maintenance. I took a broom to the cobwebs a little bit.
You had to dust that thing off
I
a
had to dust it a
little bit?
little bit, but
He was out of commish for a little bit.
Does she have like aluminum handlebars on the bed, or?
No.
What about
one of the most
toilet?
one of the comfiest beds I've ever been in my life. Like
Really?
I sat in this bed, I was like, I don't want to leave.
Did she make you wear protection?
No,
Bro.
Fair. Did you nut inside?
I did.
Fair.
She
You said one of the most beautiful vaginas you've ever seen too?
the vagina itself, yes. But she was a little wrinkly, so like.
But not the vagina.
the
This
vagina
segment-
itself, I was like thoroughly, guys. I was like.
So
thrown-
that's something like, cause you would think like it would get all like loose skinny like everywhere and be like, you know what I mean? That's something good. That's something that should empower older women,
Yes.
for all
Yes.
the older women listening,
Yep.
and all the young guys like Ben who want to go out there and explore. Don't be scared of it. I was surprised to hear it. I imagined, everything would be pretty wrinkled.
And if you are scared, hard as fuck seltzer. 8%
Don't
hard
be a
as fuck
pussy.
seltzer will help you get over that octogenarian phobia that you're dealing with. I don't know. It seems like you got a good thing going for you, bud. Cheers to you. Big
Thanks.
end,
Yeah.
Ben.
Cheers, guys.
Seeing it
Fucking
through
A,
the end.
brother. Hell
Well
yeah.
done.
Cheers, dog.
Keep us
Proud of you.
keep us updated on how that goes. There's the thing that people need to understand. They're like, he's in it for the money. No, that's not true. She's very wealthy and old. And 80 may seem old to you because 80 was old for us growing up.
Right.
But in today's day and age, there's gonna be people living to 110, 140
This chick
years
might
old.
live for 6,
With
9
her
more months.
resources and how how well she takes care of herself, and now that she has a reason to live, you might have
Don't make
The reason is you.
you might have another 40 years with this woman.
I will
This
say
could be the start of something really beautiful, Ben.
the best thing that came out, and I was totally joking when I said this to her. It came up where she was talking about all of her artwork and all of her assets, and she was like, "Yeah, I gotta figure out who I'm gonna give it to."
I
and
just
her-
love that artwork.
and I was like, as a joke, I said, "Hey, you could just give everything to me." And she said, "Oh, don't you worry, you're gonna get something very nice." And I was like,
Oh my God!
this pussy.
What you're gonna get is murdered by her children.
yeah, for real.
Right. But they're not. They're all stepchildren, so they're not her real children.
Oh,
She has
no legitimate children.
no legitimate children.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, actually, this is way worse.
Oh,
That's
no.
way worse.
Why?
Because that means the money that got left to her by
Oh
their
my
father
God!
is gonna
Oh
go to
my
you.
God! Oh my God!
Getting murdered,
Oh
dude.
shit! I didn't even think about that.
You're gonna have to
Oh,
hire
God.
a whole defense team, but you'll have so
This
much money
is-
to do
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
This
man.
is literally the plot of the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Fuck.
What we've wandered into a Wes Anderson film.
Dude, this is trouble.
Oh my God!
Oh, buddy boy.
All right, so
they are gonna hate you. But she said it was the best love she's ever had.
She literally said I was the best lover she
Make
has
sure
ever
you let
had.
those kids know when they come for you for that money.
And you
Yeah.
want to know what makes the story the best? The first lover she ever had was named Ben, and she said,
Franklin.
"Yeah, that was good." But then she's like, "It's a full circle," and I think she
And
said,
you guys are closing the
She
circle.
goes to me and she's like, "You're gonna be the last lover I ever have." So.
I love it. You know
I'm
what?
crying.
I love this girl because she's running such a con. She's like, "Ben, I'm gonna die any day. We should just get married."
Yeah.
30 years
then,
later.
yeah. She's like the dude from she's like the old guy
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones who like he acts all decrepit and then Ben leaves and she's like
That was good. I like that one too.
yeah.
Ben, I dropped this. Can you help me pick it up? Oh, sure thing, babe. She's like
Yeah.
a fucking
She's like throwing high kicks in the background. Like, what's up, motherfucker?
this pussy. Yeah, that's fucking hilarious. You know what else is hilarious?
Uh-oh.
All of the people who are just now becoming football fans.
Oh, my little sisters
Oh boy.
are like, yeah, Taylor Swift's dating Travis Kelce.
Oh my God. How did that go?
Bruh,
We should
I
call
was-
them
I
up
was
and get
cracking
their interpretation. We should call them up and get their interpretation on the pod. Although they shouldn't listen to any other part of the pod.
Yeah, no, I would never allow this. It's gonna be real weird when they're listening to Ben talk about fucking 80-year-olds in like 2 years.
Yeah. So the whole Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift thing. What's your thoughts on it? First of all, guys, do you think this is true love, or is this like do they have the same managers? Like, what's going on here?
I tend to think it's legit. I think Travis, for whatever reason, even though his exes have been a slew of like some like thick-bodied sisters.
Yeah, shout out to Tommy G. Pull up Tommy G. He did a good breakdown on this. He put a good
Yeah,
expose.
true. Shout out Tommy G.
Yeah, he did a
Ben,
good.
I could send you on Instagram.
Oh,
all
that'd
right?
be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, so
Alright.
one of these things is clearly not like the other. Either this guy just, hey, sometimes as you get older, your tastes change. Like when I was younger, I did not like sushi. Now I like it. You know, when I was younger, I really didn't like salty
I ate
things. Now
4
I like them.
livers today.
Oh God.
It's gross. That was 100 grams of protein of liver. I just burped and it gave me the chills.
Yowzers.
But bro, I'm so freaking healthy.
Yeah, you're so healthy.
I'm so
so
fucking
healthy.
dude.
Yeah.
I'm incredibly healthy. But yeah, I think
So these are his previous lovers.
Go
Is
for
that-
it.
that-
Pull it
those
up.
previous
Yep.
girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Scroll in on that or
There we
something.
go.
Here, let me zoom in. You guys keep talking. I'll zoom
Yeah.
in for you.
So
guys.
we got.
I think you know, I think he was a fan of her for whatever reason. You know, what I
He's
mean,
team captain and she's in the bleachers.
yeah. He's feeling fucking 22 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Been
he
here
like
whole
saw
time.
her thing and I think he's impressed by fame and stuff like that. Like he had that little reality show.
Okay,
and different
but-
things like that.
Look at
But
the.
what, dude?
Look at the.
I think that's a bad picture of
Tay-Tay?
of T Swift.
Is it?
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
don't know.
I agree. I think
They got her looking like
did
Skeletor
Yeah, I
up
think they
in
did her
here.
a little dirty there.
I think you could tell the exact moment he took the vaccine.
You can tell that. Yeah.
I
He
think
was,
you
he,
could
was,
tell.
he was repping that Pfizer shit too. And
dude,
bro, he's
think you can tell
he
the
is such-
exact moment.
He's such a fucking stud.
He's a stud.
He's such a great
He's a
football
stud.
player.
He's
you
a
know what I
stud.
mean? He's tremendous. He's
Yeah.
the best tight end of this generation.
100,
You know what I mean?
probably of all time.
He plays-
Also hilarious. They
All
picked the
that,
white
those
guy to
comments
put
sound
the
really gay
vaccine
too.
out.
We just called him a stud. Said he's the best tight end. Someone who doesn't know football would probably find that a little sus, huh?
Yeah, I love Travis Kelce for his big girthy dick, but also, catches a football great. Older brother's awesome. The Kelceys are dope. They've kind of stolen the mantle from the Gronkowskis as America's favorite football family, unless it's the Mannings. Who's a better football family, the Mannings or the Gronkowskis? You figure.
I'm a Mannings kind of guy.
I love the Mannings.
the
They're
Man-
funny,
I
boy.
like 'em. They're
But the
fun.
Kelceys are good.
I haven't seen their podcast, but the Mannings,
good.
the
Damn
Mannings,
good.
they have that whole show.
Yeah,
I think that's
Jason
just,
Kelce's cool as hell. Yeah, they're dope.
I go
Hey,
to Mannings and the Kelceys and then Gronkowskis.
It gets me thinking. Now, I don't know if you saw this, Mick, but he has seen a 400% increase in his jersey sales in the week since they've gone.
Yeah, he got
public.
400,000 new
Yeah,
followers.
400,000 new followers.
Oi, give me that one.
And I don't
please.
know if
Give me that one, please.
I don't know
Thank you.
if this is accurate, but somebody told me that she makes in a concert what he makes in a year, which is insane. She's making $20 million a concert. That's
That,
wild.
It can't be 20 mil.
We got to fact check that.
But I bet you she makes a few mil.
But here's the thing. It got me thinking, we have a professional athlete on our show. And we could use the bump in merch sales. So Ben, who should we hook up Mick with the power couple? Who is Mick's Taylor Swift here?
Ooh, who's
You know,
mixed power couple?
I ain't touching a Kardashian.
Oh, Odell comes
can have
public.
it.
He comes out public dating Kim Kardashian, out with an ankle injury
The fucking
that week.
kiss of death.
The kiss
bro.
of death. Kiss of death.
That's fucking poison.
I'd rather go out with.
poison ivy pussy right
I'd
now.
rather go out with Taylor Swift than any of the Kardashians, for
Mick,
sure.
Who you picking, Mick? Out of these,
Probably not those. Probably not those.
What are those?
I think it's.
should I just pick the most famous?
Yeah, go for it. Who you got?
The most Instagram followers is Ariana Grande.
Oh,
Right? So I'm trying to step up my fucking
Mickey
IG
and
game.
Ariana Grande. He's about to fill them Pete Davidson shoes. You got to be careful though, man. She made Mac Miller, KIA. So
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
yeah. It's weird that somebody who sang about depressing music and missing heroin.
27 Club. We brought it back, dude.
Big
We're talking
fan.
about
Big
30
fan of Mac Miller's music, by the way.
I thought you were gonna say you're a big fan of the 27 Club.
Also a big fan of the 27 Club.
I'm a fan of the members of it. Who we got
Yeah.
in the 27 Club? We got Amy Winehouse.
Yep.
We got Homeboy who dated
Jimi Hendrix, right?
Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
Yep.
The guy from The Doors, lead singer Jim Morrison.
Mac Miller. I think that Homeboy who just died on from that show was 27. I never saw.
Huh.
That kid they're showing, they just saw like he had fentanyl in his system or something.
That's probably the right time to stop doing drugs when you're 28. Because now it's not cool to die from the drugs anymore, where everybody could be like,
Right.
wow, you had so much potential. You weren't like some skeezy.
It's still romantic.
Yeah, you
at
weren't
that point.
some
You're not just a
skeezy drug
you're
addict.
You're a kid fucking around. You're not a drug addict.
Yeah. Now, if you die at
Hit
37
me
from
with
a
that
drug
27 Club.
overdose.
We got Janis Joplin. We got Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison. I believe
I'm getting a list for you right now.
I said Winehouse.
Kurt Cobain.
They tried to make me go to rehab.
Oh, I loved her. She was
said,
great.
No.
Would you date Lizzo for the
clout?
For the clout? Yes, it's taking it down. He's taking it down. He's taking it down. Here's what we need, people. Get on the Twitter right now. Get in the DMs. Mickey G and Lizzo. Super Bowl halftime show. Let's
It's just
go.
me just on top of Lizzo like a fucking like a parade float.
You've been working.
You know me. You know I would never.
Look, this dude, he's on top. He's on top of it like the bad guys in Lord of the Rings with the elephants.
Yeah.
He's riding it into the Super Bowl. Oh my God. He has Mick tied up like Layla. She's what's his name?
Jar Jar.
Thou shalt not
Jabba.
pass.
She's Jabba and you're Layla. That's hilarious. Oh, you got to do it, bro. 400% jersey sales, dog. You got to do it.
You know what, dude? If there's an outpouring from our fans,
Mick and Liz.
I'm loyal to the fans.
Mick and Liz.
But you know
Oh,
what?
shit. Who else? So Ariana Grande, Lizzo. Ben, would you take down Roseanne Barr for us? I'd love to get Roseanne Barr on the show. I'd love it.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
You're looking her up?
Yeah.
You don't know who that is?